Hi everybody from Anderson Forge on this 10 October 2019. Weather's getting cooler and I for one am just tickled to have that happen. I hate hot weather. I'd rather have something frosty. So anyway, here's a knife I want to share with you that some might equate with one of my SOBs that I affectionately refer to as short occasional bowies. But this slight deviation on those. This has a very pronounced long clip and false edge with just a semi raised apex here, sort of like a harpoon. Recurve edge, which is a very aggressive cutter. A curved edge always cuts more aggressively than a straight edge. So this should cut from stem to stern. And this blade, by the way, I don't know if I can get in here and show you some of this hamon, is the Don Hansen W2 that he affectionately refers to as old ass W2 because it goes back into the 80s. Anyway, that's the steel on this. The handle is some really nice stabilized end grain spalted maple from my buddy Pete Crowell in Indiana. It rocks, it walks and talks. I just love that stuff. So this is that knife. It's about a 7-inch blade, takedown, and the finial on this one has a finial cover of Bakelite, 100-year-old Bakelite. The handle is it's between 3/4 and 13/16 thick. We can sort of get an idea of the dimensions and geometry of this knife. Light plays some weird tricks on it, but you get the idea. Anyway, high and low lugs on the guard. Oh, I forgot. This guard is the first guard that I have Parkerized. It's just Parkerized mild steel. Shortly, I'm going to have some camp knives and with hardware the blades and the hardware will be Parkerized for corrosion resistance and abrasion resistance. And this is I've Parkerized blades on numerous knives and camp cleavers, but this is the first experiment I've done on just Parkerizing mild steel for hardware, and there's some grease on there. I'm just really tickled with how it came out. So a quick takedown, which begins with a 256 screw. It's a black oxide screw, and there's our Bakelite finial cover, and inside our socket head cap screw that is silver brazed into a 5/16 finial, shouldered finial I turn on my lathe. And when we take apart these knives, we want to leave the guard on the knife and just remove the handle, so I always just kind of pop that off like that and slide the guard off, which I'm just thrilled with the way these come out. The way this one came out. I'm sorry, you would have a hard time telling this from a hot blued guard, which I've also done. The difference is this is very, very tough and is designed to actually hold oil. Parkerizing, the whole idea behind Parkerizing is microscopically porous, and it's designed to hold oil. If you wash with detergent, soap, anything that's Parkerized, you must, as soon as it's dry, you need to re-oil it because you've destroyed the corrosion characteristic of the Parkerizing, which means that it's meant to hold oil, so you need to re-oil that. So anyway, here's 1032. Here's our tang. I shape and thread the tang rather than add goofy little gadgets back here, which are just room for failure. There's our fit on our guard. And stainless steel dowel pins, and there's my phone. I don't know who that is, but I will say I just got 2 calls. You know, it's just a couple months, seems like it's a couple months after the Blade show, and now not only getting non-stop emails about, you know, people wanting to sell mailing lists for the Blade show and these hotel people. I just got 2 calls from Canada by some company trying to sell me a room in Atlanta. Why don't people go get jobs, you know, and produce something? All right, I'm gonna get off my soapbox here. So anyway, there she is. I hope you enjoy it. I did. Thanks, and take care. Enjoy the winter. It's a-coming.